Kani kedai ke Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rashapi da ke rupa, ringkat bat ke Orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Ground, Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Kajilla Meghalaya kabadon dagi spa tali ki school SSA nrei ke jingdon jong ki khina school kalong tang hapo shiphongut kaba poiru hadu uput ba arngut kino hikai ki hap ban hikai tangumba san ni nringut ki khina school la kalong hagi lower primary lani ki upper primary. Menteri Ketenat Pulih Putih ke Sarkar Jela Umar Lakmen Rumbui haba jubab yakani ke jingkeli balawan ra daka MLA ke Kongres ke diganci di Shira haga dorbar mang tingka jong ke yang dorbar thawan ke balalong haga singi balang ke khalai terik ubnai leber arjar khat kendai ula pentip bagi don haduk kendai spa lai teli ke school SSA kentop hagi lower primary but upper primary kiba ke jingdon jong ke khina school kalong tang hapo arphongut nagitei lai spa kendai pesan teli ki dei lower primary but san spa prateli ki dei upper primary.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm amazed to see that there are many number of schools running with less than these SSS schools are running with less than 20 students. May I know from the Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know from the Honorable Minister, according to the norms to open one SSS schools, whether it is UP school or LP school, how many students are required?
As per norm, the pupil-teachers ratio is 1:30, and LP school should be within the vicinity of 1 kilometer, and the UP school is vicinity of 3 kilometer from the village.
Mr. Speaker, sir, what I have seen in most of the villages are within 1 kilometer there are 2-3 schools prevalent in most of the villages, especially in the plain areas. So may I know from the Honorable Minister, what is the ratio of student and teacher? Student and teachers ratio?
The student-teacher ratio is 1:30.
Mr. Speaker, sir, can I get the name of the schools and the number of students from all the districts?
It is a very exhaustive list. So even then, for SSA Primary School, Eastern Hills, Demlakang, total enrollment 4, number of teachers 2. Mupat LP School, enrollment is 2, number of teachers is 2. Thang East Hills or East Hills, Thang Thang Ro, Senkasi Thang Ro, SSA LP School 5, enrollment and number of teachers is 2. Ternyut, Reverend JJ M. Nichols Roy, SSA LP School, total enrollment is 4, number of teachers is 3. In Marungkeneng, Mauritiam SSA LP School, 5, total enrollment is 5, number of teachers is 2. Menteng SSA LP School, enrollment is 6, number of teachers is 2. Nolangkin SSA LP School, enrollment is 6, teacher is 2. Lawe SSA LP School, Penursla, total enrollment is 5.
Mr. Speaker, sir, can I get it placed on the table of the House?
Yes.
That's better.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know whether these teachers are going to the schools regularly to teach these 2 or 3 students?
There is no report as such that the teacher is absent from those schools as of now.
That means they are just drawing the salary without going to the school.
No, ma'am, I'm not telling they are not going to school. I'm telling is as of now, there is no report that they didn't go to school. That means they are present in the school to teach this 1 or 2 students, as the case may be.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in that case, may I get the assurance from the Minister whether the inquiry for the schools will be done properly?
Mr. Speaker, sir, answer to D. Sir, the government is in the process to rationalize the placement of teachers in the SE schools, sir. This is the real problem, sir, as we have seen in this reply, that there are so many schools with a single digit. So we have to see how to do it and what is to be done so that this school, the resource of the government will not be wasted in this type of thing. So we will see regarding the inquiry, regarding the absence of the teacher, because since there is no information as such which we have received that the teachers don't go to teach those schools which they have only 1 or 2 or 5 students, so that we will look into it.
Thank you. As per the reply given by the Minister of Education, sir, this issue is a very serious matter of concern. That like here in Shillong and the Tura, the parents are running pillar to post to find the schools for the admission of their children. But here in the SSS schools, many schools teachers are running from post to pillar to find the children to make admission in the schools. So it is very unfortunate that many of the schools, the number of teachers are more than the students. So this is mostly happen in the village level, sir. So may I know what's the real reason that why this is happened so, sir? Because ultimately the quality of the education is going down, sir. Because they just looks for just admission, not for the quality, sir. So may I know the reason, sir, why all this? Why it might be happening for so many years, sir.
The reason is that there are so many LP schools in the state of Meghalaya compared with the other state of even in the northeastern India. So that's why there are so many schools. And moreover, at the time of setting up of this LP school, so the government is trying to reach to each and every corner of the state. So that's why they are trying to set up the school in that point. This may be one of the reasons.
Yes, sir. One more query I would like to make it more, sir. So there are many government schools. I have raised this issue in the last assembly also. There are many government schools, government primary LP school, which is running with a single teacher, sir. And even in my village, close to my village, there are 2-3 schools which is running with a single teacher having more than 100 students. So may I know from the minister, sir, how many years, how many months will take that government is planning to placement of the teachers in the different schools, sir? How many, what's the timeline, so when this process could be finished, sir?
So there is 2 issues here. This is SSA school. This SSA school is supported by the Ministry of Human Resource Development Government of India, and government LP school is supported by the government. And these 2 different schools. So that's why we are in the process how to see, how to rationalize whether we can integrate this, and that this is only the planning stage. I cannot say that what we can do. That is so we are looking into all the possibility how to do so that as I said before, that the resources which the government has invested for the benefit of the student, they really get the benefit as mandated.
Sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, seeing the data here, it is quite alarming, and listening the statement from the Honorable Minister about the school with single digit. And the answer in D, sir, it is the process to rationalize placement of teacher. we know that the respective BMC and DMC, they have sent the list of those schools with single digit. And I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, apart from rationalized placement, if there is any plan to induct other school. There are so many private schools with more than 200 enrollment. They do not avail SSA grant till now. There are so many in the villages. So I would like to know from the Honorable Minister whether the government have a plan to take up with the central government to look into this matter so that this deserving school with more than 200-300 enrollment, they can avail SSA grant.
See, Master Speaker, sir, when I say that we are in the process of rationalization for the placement of the teachers, so now we are in the planning stage, how to do, whatever mentioned by the Honourable Member, we will surely look into it, whether it is in the parameter of the rules or not. That we have to look. I cannot just give that we will do that. Whatever point we have mentioned, we will look into that, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, to wait for the department to rationalize the placements of the teachers in such schools that have very low enrollment, perhaps it will take a lot of time. Can the department think of allowing the schools that are already aided under SSA with high enrollment, can they seek additional teachers within the district if the enrollment is higher? If such applications can come from those schools with higher enrollment, perhaps the department can redeploy the teachers at a faster rate.
So, for the benefit of the member, what we are primarily, this is not final, may I read some point which we are trying to do. In pursuant of the MHRD guideline to rationalize the school, the state government took steps for rationalization of small school due to the excess number of schools in the state and detection of the very low enrollment of some schools. Rationalization of small school will involve the following: A. Exercise of GSI mapping of school to identify the distance of small school with the nearby school as per the state neighborhood norm. B. Participation of parents, teachers, locality, children and communities to improve the function of the school and better use of assets in the given context. Their support will be required not only for uninterrupted completion of rationalized exercise, but also after the exercise is over, the result of the exercise is useful and relevant, which bring positive change for the community of children. To merge temporary close with the zero enrollment or by withdrawing a teacher from such school and deploy them into the school which deserve as per pupil-teachers ratio on a priority basis. It will not deprive even a single child access to school. At no point of the rational exercise, interest and confidence of the child would be placed in order of priority. The process of rationalization of small school will adhere to the neighborhood norm of the state. If
So if the statement is long, it can be placed on the table of the House.
but this is not final, sir. This is only the what we are thinking. So if you have any point regarding this, sir, I request the member kindly give us any suggestion so that we can input to us. We may add this so that at the time of transition we can do this.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I have just come across recently with one news that one of the the schools are fighting for this SSA, private schools are fighting for the SSA, fund. Whether it would not be good if the SSA, our government look into those states where they are giving the private institution the fund for those, so that if we can adopt, I think the teachers-student ratio, which what we are talking, I think that can be looked into at the earliest. I would like the minister to look into that matter and enlighten me regarding that, whether we have taken such steps to look forward so that our teacher-students ratio will be good in the future.
So SSA is a very complex issue, and we must know that the SSA school is not a purely government school. It is managed by different managing committee, different organization or different village community. So it is not 100% a government school. It is only supported by the government of India with understate government.
That means, Mr. Speaker, sir, by looking at the rules and regulations given by the stated in the principle given by the central government, what I feel is that we can really easily converge this particular program along with the private entrepreneurship. That's why I would love this government at least to take a step forward, at least in the future. At least we can at least change the scenario of this SSA.
Everything for the streamline of this SSA school, we will look into it, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to know the rationalize of the schools, number of primary schools and upper primary schools. We have seen from the data that the number of primary schools in 7 districts is higher than lower than the number of upper primary schools. That means every upper primary school must have a feeder. 2-3 feeder there should be a feeder like primary teacher. But here in the data we can see East Caribbean's number of primary schools 13, upper primary school 27. River District, East Casillas, number of primary schools 61, number of upper primary schools 104. That means if we want to give the value education to the students, that means we have to look after this matter also, because seriously, for every primary, according to the norms of the SSA, every primary school must have 3 or 4 feeders. So can you look into this matter?
Sir, for information of honorable members, this is only for the enrollment of 20 and below. Below 20 enrollment. There are some schools which are above 20, so that's why they are not reflected in this answer.
Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir. May I know from the Honorable Minister of Education whether the midday meal program is applicable to these schools?
Yes, sir.
So if the midday meal program is applicable to the schools, sir, how does the department justify in the midday meal when there are less students of just 3 students and 4 teachers? We would like to know how the midday meal program is administered in this.
Sir, midday meal is part of the right to education. So, sir, we are implementing it and we are doing it. How we do, that means the only thing is that the problem is that they should reach the beneficiary, whether it's 1 or 2, it does not matter. It should reach the intended student.